Greetings, everyone. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. It's Happy Venus Day. We are in a really interesting experience. I'm actually feeling quite good, which is, as a Virgo, whenever I hear myself say I feel good, I'm like, that's interesting, because I can easily find a reason not to feel good. I can easily find something to be wrong. Okay, so today is Venus Day, and Venus is currently in Libra. And we had that Libra new moon earlier this week, and the Libra new moon has been about the things that we do to keep the peace. The things that we do to keep the peace. And now we are in Scorpio season, so happy Scorpio season. And Venus in Libra is inviting us to become loyal to ourselves, loyal to how you feel, right? Like, it's really this, as I've been practicing this, hi Ignacio, I think that's Ignacio, imagination, okay, whatever, but I think that's Ignacio. I have been paying attention to the fact that I'm very mentally led, that I often follow my thoughts rather than my feelings. And Venus in Libra says follow your feelings. I remember many years ago, I was in a relationship with a woman who would, when things were going on, she'd be like, oh, my stomach hurts. If you said something that didn't resonate with her, her body would respond and her stomach would hurt. And all of a sudden, what you were saying would be interrupted by a feeling that she had in her body. And now, as an adult, I understand the value of that, of us really following our feelings, really answering to the call of your system, your body, right? Like, I think the thing that I'm also aware of, I know, as I've been doing this work, is that our bodies are a technology. Your mind, your heart, your organs, all of that is a technology that's meant to function in a certain way. And I feel like you guys hear me saying that all the time. Like, everything here in this reality is functioning in the way that it is aligned with nature. The trees are doing what trees are meant to do. The animals are functioning the way animals are meant to function. The birds are, right? The mountains, the oceans, and humans also are meant to function in a certain way. We have a certain function. And that function is developed through embodiment. And embodiment is about your feelings. It's how you feel. Do you feel aligned? Do you feel out of alignment? Do you feel safe? Do you feel connected? Do you feel like enough? Do you feel not enough? Like, all of these things that we have been told to ignore, that are given to us like emotions, it's like, oh, they're too emotional, because you're feeling something. And when you are true to your feelings, when you are true to your own feelings, you cannot be manipulated. You can, because you'll feel it. Like, you'll feel like, that's not right for me. Oh, that's right for me. Like, lately I've been having some conversations with someone who I was very much in their lives on a regular basis for some years. And it just got to the point that it didn't feel good to me to be connected to them anymore. Not because they were bad, not because anything was wrong. It just didn't feel right. I just don't feel it. I just don't feel it. And this person is like, I really, really, really want this connection. And I'm like, I get it. I hear you. But I don't feel it. So it's not even personal. My system doesn't have an alignment with it any longer. And typically, I would force myself past my own feelings. I would deny my feelings to keep the peace, to make the other person happy. And I would be in an experience where I wasn't happy, where I was because I overrode my feelings. Now, here's the thing that's important about this. We have to tune our feelings. They have to be tuned like a piano, like an instrument, right? You can, like, if you hear a piano that's out of tune, you know what that sounds like. If you hear a guitar that's out of tune, like, you know, when it's like, oh, like you hear somebody who's singing, whose voice is not in tune, right? You have to tune your feelings to your own frequency, And nobody knows that frequency but you, and only you can feel it. So it requires being courageous, trusting yourself, honoring when you are pulled away from the crowd to your own rhythm. And as you honor it, more and more and more, it will begin to be the reigning tone in your... It requires courage, though. It requires courage, because it will take you out of agreement with what you have been in agreement with. The things you have been doing to keep the peace because your family said, you will lose resonance with those things. And that requires courage. Like, oh, you know, I remember when I was younger, I was like, I actually don't believe in Christianity. And I had a whole community of friends, and I had been going to church for years. And finally, one day I was like, this shit don't work. This doesn't work for me. And I started listening to my own frequency and recognizing this belief doesn't work for me. And so what that meant is, now I don't want to talk about Jesus. Now I don't want to go to church. Now I don't want to. So that changed my whole life, because I began to access a new frequency. And it's not easy. It is uncomfortable. I even feel like it's unfortunate, right? Like it's devastating and heartbreaking, because you might be in deeply intimate relationships that actually are keeping you corded into old ways of being that don't serve you. And it will take courage to be able to say, that doesn't work for me anymore. And like, I'm in an experience right now where I'm saying some things that don't work for me right now. And the person and I are beginning to ask, well, what else can we do? Well, how can we make this work? Because, maybe we don't resonate in this Christian thing anymore, but is there another way? And that is the beauty of it. Like, everybody gets to fucking grow. When the one person who is in the space, like, typically I would leave. I would be like, I'm taking my marbles and I'm going because nobody understands me. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh, this doesn't resonate with me. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. You can do what you're doing, but I'm not going to do it anymore. So I'm going to do what I'm doing. And I'm going to hold my own frequency in the space, because then that encourages other people to do the same thing. And now I get to be holding the frequency of yellow, and you can hold the frequency of orange, and they can hold the frequency of blue, and we can all exist together. Typically, I would just be like, I'm over that. I'm a big girl now. There's still this. Now I'm like, no. You can be over that, but stay in the space and be over it in the space and become something new in the space. That is more interesting. I don't have to leave with my toys. I can be like, I'm here, and I'm gonna do something else, and we'll see what y'all will do, but I'm gonna do something else, right? So this is a new thing for me. I'm starting to have fun with it. So pay attention to what I'm saying. Pay attention to how that resonates with you. What happens when you honor your feelings, your style, your tone, your frequency in the space? Because I'm going to tell you all, that's what an orchestra is. Like, when you go see a concert, the drums and the horns are doing something entirely different. But in their coming together, it makes a fucking great ass sound. But who has the courage to be themselves? Do you have the courage to be true to yourself? And that is the opportunity. That is how we really begin to heal and create a new, by holding your frequency, your individuality, the energy of Aquarius that is in you. hold it, be true to it, be aligned to it, be devoted to it as best you can, and give other people permission to do the same with themselves. Nobody has to be like you. It's okay, because you are the only one that needs to be you, and that will have the impact that it's meant to have. All right, you all, it's Venus Day. If you enjoy the work that I offer, you can support me at my Cash App, which is $ Monique Ruffin, or at my Venmo, which is @ Monique-Ruffin, or at my PayPal, MoniqueCRuffin@gmail.com. And if you want to book your natal chart coaching sessions, your coaching packages, you can go all to my website and do that. And the workbook for Mercury retrograde is available now at my website, healwithmoonmama.com. We are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde in 3 weeks, y'all, in Scorpio. So if you want to get clear about this energy, and because this energy in Scorpio is asking us to come back to our power, to literally come home to your power. So if you want to do that work, you can go check out that workbook. Healwithmoonmama.com is my website. Peace and blessings. I love y'all. Bye. Thank you for all your donations and just for everything. Bye-bye.